Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. This is Ahmed and here's Google Apps Updates Roundup number 47. In this episode, I'm going to share with you 17 new features and the changes across multiple apps. So if you are interested in this type of videos, please hit the subscribe button and activate the bell icon to get notified about my upcoming videos. And now let's jump in. I will start with YouTube, and the most exciting change is the ability to translate the video captions in 15 different languages. And this is one of the things a lot of people asked me to do, to add Arabic captions, but unfortunately I didn't have the time to do so. Now you can actually do this automatically on YouTube app on your mobile phone. So for example, to do this, tap on the settings button and then go ahead and tap on captions. As you see here at the bottom, there is something called auto translate. Tapping on it will show you 15 different languages to choose from, and I'm gonna choose Arabic for now and start playing the video. And as you see, I got the auto translation from the YouTube app. The second change is the new like button animation. So let me tap on it to show you how it looks. Change number 3 and the last one. If you are listening to music in the normal YouTube app, now you will see a new YouTube music button in the overlay controls that will take you right away to the same song in the YouTube app. You can access the same option by tapping on the gear button in the overlay menu, and as you see, the last one is called Listen with YouTube Music. The only thing missing here is the banner that we used to have under the video that says Listen in YouTube Music, so it's no longer needed because now you have the overlay button instead. Next, YouTube Music. And the only change I'm going to show you is the new splash background that you can see in the app homepage. It only appears at the top part, and the colors of this background change based on the time of the day. So I took multiple screenshots to show you the difference. This one was taken in the morning and it has only the purple color. Another one taken at night and it only uses one color. But when you open the app midday, you might see multiple colors. Next, Google Photos. And it got only one change, which is the redesigned sharing page. I got this new design only on my Pixel 4a, and as you see, it looks different. Now we have 3 different categories: the partner sharing, shared albums, and finally conversations. But if we're gonna put this side by side with the previous version, so here I have it on my Pixel 5. As you see, we have the albums and the conversations as one category, but now they are separated. Also, we have here a button called View All that will allow you to see all the shared albums, and a shortcut to create a new shared album from this page. And when you scroll all the way down, you will see different types of albums that you can create. I couldn't spot any difference between them other than the title. So for example, when you tap on Create Family Album, it will type the word Family Album for you, but the album works exactly the same as any normal shared album. And the same applies to the travel album. It will add the word trip to, and that's pretty much it. Nothing is different. You can also create a generic one by tapping on this button at the bottom right corner. And this is how the new sharing page looks like. Next, Google Messages. And the only change I spotted here, when you scroll up in your conversation, you will see this new floating arrow that takes you back towards the bottom. This is not something new to Google Messages, but it was only available on the Samsung version, and this is the first time to see it on my Pixel phone. Also, when you scroll up and then receive a new message, so let me send myself a new message from the other phone. As you see, the arrow will show you how many new messages you received while inside the conversation. Tapping on it will take you to the new messages right away. Next, Gboard. And now the Emoji Kitchen supports 4 new emojis. They are the cherries, rock, pause, and watermelon. So now you can create more combos. So for example, when I put a cherry with a smiley face, as you see, now I'm getting a new combo, and that's exactly the case for the rock. We can try something like this, and so on and so forth. Next, Google Chrome. And it got a redesigned new tap page. Here I have it on my Pixel 6 Pro, so let me show you the older design. Here's a side-by-side comparison, and as you see, the Google logo, the profile picture, and the More button are now on the same line, and the search bar is shifted towards the top. We no longer have the taps button in the new design, and it has been replaced with a section called Continue Browsing that will show you the currently open tabs and tab groups, and then both of them will show you Google Discover normally, and also the carousel for the most visited websites is now one line instead of two lines like before. And when you tap on the View All button in the Continue Browsing section, it will show you the currently open tabs with the incognito section available right away. You don't have to open a new tab to see it. But if we're gonna do the same on the previous version, as you see, the incognito section is not visible. Also, the New Tab button is now a plus sign and it doesn't show any text like before. The redesigned New Tap Page is not active by default, but if you like it, you can simply activate it by going to Chrome flags like this. Type Chrome, colon, 2// and then flags. And when you go to this page, locate something called Start Surface and make sure it's enabled. Once done, relaunch your Google Chrome a couple of times and then you will see the new design. Change number 2 is the ability to search your Google Chrome settings using the address bar. So for example, when I look for something like clearing the browsing history, as you see, it will appear as a chip here in the results. Tapping on it will take me right away to the Clear History page. I can do things also like searching for passwords. And here I have Manage Passwords and so on and so forth. This feature was only available on desktop, but now it's part of Chrome on Android. Change number 3 and the last one is the Redesigned Bookmarks page. Now it has much bigger thumbnails compared to the previous design. So here I have it on my Pixel 5 and as you see, the list is much smaller and the same applies when I go inside any of the lists. Next, Google Assistant. And the most exciting change is the ability to change your third-party website's passwords using Google Assistant. So for example, if you have your account information saved in your Google account and your password is weak or compromised, and then you sign in normally in Google Chrome, you will receive this card on the screen giving you the option to change this password automatically without the need to navigate to this section in the website, because Google Assistant will use AI and navigate to this part of the website and help you change the password automatically. And once you tap on Change Automatically, you will get a card at the bottom of the screen asking you if you agree to the terms. Once you tap on I agree, it will start navigating the website automatically for you as shown here in the card, and then it will suggest for you a password. So for example, this is the suggested password that you can use immediately, or you can create your own if you want. Once you are done with this step, it will take you right away to this page and save it to your Google account instead of the current one. And once done, you tap on close and you are good to go. This feature doesn't support all websites just yet. In my case, it only worked for the Upwork website and also GitHub, but you need to give it some time until Google roll out the feature for more websites in the future. Now let's jump to the Google Assistant settings to show you more features, and the first one is the new menu item called Your Vehicles. From here, you can add your vehicle details by tapping on Add Vehicle right here. It will ask you for the license plate number, the registration country, registration state, and the nickname for this vehicle. You might wonder, why do you need to add your vehicle information to Google Assistant? And the answer is the new feature in Google Assistant that allows you to pay for parking using your phone. This feature is only available in US for the time being. All you need to do is to use your voice commands to pay for the parking. So if you have your vehicle saved, that will make it easier for you. Another change under Google Assistant settings, when you go to Hey Google and voice match, then other devices, then home, you will see a new toggle here called devices you add later. The description says your assistant will be able to recognize your voice on all eligible devices added to this home later. So that will save you from activating the feature on each device in the future. Last but not least, Google is currently rolling out the Look and Talk feature to the Nest Hub Max devices. They first showed us this feature on stage in the most recent Google's I/O event. The feature will simply allow you to look at your device and say the command right away without the need to say the magic word. And if you have Nest Hub Max, you can check out your Google Assistant settings. It should fall under the Face Match at Home, and you should see a toggle here called Look and Talk. And once you turn on the switch, you will get this message to turn on the feature. Unfortunately, I don't have Nest Hub Max to show you how it looks, but you can try it and let me know in the comments. Next, Google released a new app called Health Connect. This app will allow you to save your tracking data from multiple apps into a single place. So for example, if you are using Samsung Fitness and also the Fitbit app, you can save the data from both apps into Health Connect and give access to any of them to this data. So for example, if you want to migrate your Fitbit data from the Fitbit app to your Samsung Fitness, you can do this with the help of the Health Connect app. You can also manage what type of data each app gets access to. When you install it for the first time, it will show you a quick wizard explaining to you how the app works. This is the first page, here's the second, and finally the third. Once done, you will get the home page, which is exactly the one you see in front of you. And when you tap on connected apps, you should see all the supported apps right here. Unfortunately, I don't have any supported apps on the phone, but if you have, you should see them over here. And then you can activate the data migration from this page. After that, you can go to the data and access, and from here you can choose what apps to access your activities, your calories, distance, and so on and so forth by tapping the ellipses, and then tap on manage access. If you have supported apps, they will appear over here with the toggle. Once you turn on the toggle, this app will get access to your calories and so on and so forth. So that's pretty much it for today. Those are all the new changes I wanted to share with you. Please let me know in the comments if you spotted any new features in Google Apps, so I will include in my future videos. But for now, thank you so much for watching and see you the next video.